Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ottavia and today I'm gonna do a continuation of a video that I put out a few days ago, which I'm gonna link down below in my bio, and it's basically like hidden gem. Alright, so books that I love but I haven't heard anyone talking about, and it's gonna be a YA edition, fantasy preferably. Why? Because I don't read as many YA as before, but I still do sometimes because they are fast reads, they're entertaining as well, and why not give some love to these books? So I have one trilogy, two duologies, and two standalones. So let's just dive in and I'll tell you why you need to read them, what I thought of them, and a little bit of a plot as well, but not too much because I like for everyone to read the book and jump right in without knowing as much, and I think is best. So let's start with the first one. Okay, the first one that I want to talk about is the Rebel Sky trilogy by Anne Lin. This is a trilogy that it was so refreshing, that had a really good ending, and I loved the ending because sometimes if it's a trilogy, if it's a duology, if it's a series, the finale is not the greatest, but each and every book gave me lots of things, and I'm still thinking about this trilogy a lot. And it was a fast read, it was entertaining, it was different from any other series or like books or genre that I haven't like that I've read in a long time. And I gave the overall trilogy 4 star, and I really enjoyed it. But I don't have anyone like talking about these books, and I think these deserves more love in my opinion. So the first one is Rebel Sky, the second one is Rebel Fire, the third one is Rebel Dawn. So in Rebel Sky, it's basically about Mikoshima, that is an empire in turmoil. The sky cities and the groundlings are battling for power, and the air is filled with ferocious paper spirits that are loyal to no one. When they destroy Kurara's home, she joins the crew of an airship to become a spirit hunter. But her ability to bend paper to her will means so much more than she knew, and the true battle is only just beginning. Which side will Kurara choose? One thing that I love about this trilogy is the growth of especially the main two people that we follow in the story, and Kurara itself. Kurara is this person that lives in this like big ship but is in the sky, and something happened to it, and of course like it's written here, she's jumped into this crew of airship to become a spirit hunter because she has this power that connects to the paper spirits. So it's a little bit like an origami kind of story, but in a different way. I loved also the side characters here. There's a it's nothing about a love story, which is what I love. I mean, if you love like a romantic kind of situations, maybe in one or two parts of this trilogy there's a little bit of that, but I'm happy that is not focused on that. It's more focused about friendship and about the destiny for this paper spirits or origami. I haven't read anything like this before, and I literally loved it. And also there's a little bit of a situation with this protagonist because she's not the hero. Is not the hero much in this series. You see that she made some mistakes in her life, and it's a little bit of a redemption for herself, and that's what I love. It's not like she knows everything, she's the best of everything. No, you try to understand what happened to her in the past and also what's going to happen in the future, and living in the present for herself. And I literally enjoyed it, and I think people should read this trilogy. It's really easy. It's like 300 pages of each book, maybe a little bit more, and it's really worth it. Please read this trilogy because it's so good. It's so good. Even as a YA, It's really, really good. Next one is, I have only the first book, but it's actually a duology as well. And it's Blade of Secrets by Trisha Levenseller. And the second book is called Master Iron. Master Iron, I actually read it on ebook. This one, I enjoyed it, but I'm not going to keep it in my bookshelf because it gives me something, but at the same time, the story itself was a little bit generic in a few areas. It's something that I read already before. But what I love about this particular duology is the protagonist. So it's an 18-year-old Ziva, prefers metal to people. She spends her days tucked away in the forge, safe from society and the anxiety causes her, using her gift to craft unique weapons imbued with magical power. When a powerful warlord commissions Ziva to create a sword capable of stealing his victim's secrets, everything changes, for this is a sword with the strength to topple kingdoms. The warlord's sinister plans for the weapons soon becomes clear, and Ziva is forced to take her sister and flee. So begins an epic quest to keep the sword safe until they can find someone worthy of wielding it or a way to destroy it entirely. So what I loved is the representation for the main character Ziva to have anxiety, to be afraid of being around people. So feel a little bit claustrophobic as well, doesn't like to be around people, wants to be by herself. So that was kind of what I loved about the main character. What I didn't like is the instant love. Even with his sister, I was I didn't like that part. But it was really cool to see that she can actually forge blades and imbued with the power that she has, which is it was really cool. But overall, it was nice to see a different representation in YA, especially because it's good. It's a little bit of gruesome sometimes in a few areas, even the other one that I told you before, Rebel Skies. But listen, it's a fun, quick read of 300 pages. Even the second one, I read it really, really quickly. It basically gives me what I wanted for that particular time. But listen, Trisha Levenseller, I like her writing style because it's really quick. I have actually a few books from her that I want to try and see if I like it. And I can kind of see which one I like more or not. But yeah, this one, it was a cute. So if you want something quick and easy, this is one for you as well. Next one is by two authors. Actually, this is by one author, and I have two books from her. This is Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson, and the other one is Sorcery of Thorns. So this one is mainly about fairies. So it's about Isabel, that she's a portrait artist with a dangerous set of clients, the immortal fair folk. Yet when she receives her first royal patron, Rook, the Autumn Prince, she makes a horrific mistake. She paints mortal sorrow in his eye, a weakness that could cost him his life. Furious, Rook escorts Isabel to his kingdom to stand trial for her crime, but their journey is full of danger. First to depend on each other for survival, with their alliance blossom into something more. After all, their love would violate the fair folks' ruthless laws, but are some matters worth the risk? It was a little bit of instant love here, but I loved it. It was done so freaking well. And it wasn't like a love story like maybe another one that you can kind of see it. It was more about the actual person. And I love the writing style of Margaret Rogerson, and it's the same that I found also in the other book that I want to talk to you about. I love also representation of fairies in a different way, or in a way that it was represented prior, like a few years ago, the same of Cecilia da Fulton and the same of Julia Marilia, where basically it's fear fairies. They're really horrible people, and you need to be careful of what you're saying to them and how you talk to them, and also if you have to say your name and stuff like that. And I loved it. And the same thing that I loved is the Sorcery of Thorns. Is all sorcerers are evil. Elizabeth has known that as long as she has known anything. Raised as a foundling in one of Ostermere's great libraries, Elizabeth has grown up among magical grimoires that rattle beneath iron chains, capable of transforming into grotesque monsters. When an act of sabotage releases the library's most dangerous grimoire, Elizabeth is accused of treason, with no one to turn to but a sworn enemy, the sorcerer Nathaniel Thorne, and his mysterious servant. She finds herself entangled in a centuries-old conspiracy. Not only could the great libraries go up in flame, but the world along with them. I really enjoyed this one. It was really different from like what other books that I read. It's still about libraries, which I love the settings, of course. A standalone as well. And I just love the character, just love the world here. And sometimes the Elizabeth was a little bit of a pain. But I understand it was like a certain age, and also she grew up without having a mother or father, just in the library. So I understand that, but I just freaking loved it. I freaking loved it. And I hope I can read books like this again. Maybe not YA, the same as this one, but I have Julia Marilia for this particular style of books. For this one at the moment, in terms of libraries, I have Mark Lawrence. So hopefully there's going to be more. And I have a few on my radar. But please go and read this author because it's really good. And next one I want to talk to you about is actually a duology that I finished this year. And is a Mistland duology with Tequila Shadow and To Shatter the Night by Catherine Quinn. Look how beautiful they are. I have the edition that the first one has a purple sprayed edges, and the second one has the blue one. And I love the inside. They're not actually black. They're all of them in white, and I love it. I haven't heard anyone talking about Catherine Quinn duology. The Mistland was so cool. I enjoyed the first one better than the second one, like sometimes usually happens. But it was so cool, fast-paced, and in the world of darkness become the nightmare. So Jude Maddox knows nothing of love or even light. He knows only his grim duty as a hand of death to lead the nights of eternal star into a land filled with nightmares and certain demise. It's only when he sees her, a young woman with wild amber eyes who's as fierce, defiant, as swift as the shadow beasts themselves, that he feels the warmth of life in his blood. The other knights may fear their little commander with his hard, merciless demeanor. Outcast Chiara Frey sees only a leader, a man who knows how to survive, someone like her, but wanting him is as treacherous as the shadows themselves and just as seductive. With a kingdom on the verge of collapse, the knight has now ventured into the darkest heart of the land and uncover the secrets of the misted shadows where evil will prey upon their minds and feast on their flesh. He will betray their senses, he will surpass their nightmares, most of them will die. But they have no other choice, because the only way to fight the darkness is to become it. And I loved it. It's about also this world that for 50 years there's no sun. So it's all in darkness, it's all night. And these people are looking for someone that has the light itself. Because here, why there's no sun is because the god of the sun died. So there should be someone else that has the light itself. And I loved it. It was really gruesome. It was like everyone was dying. It was amazing. It was good, entertaining. There was a nice, like a little bit political here involved. I love a protagonist. I love a guy as well. It's a romantasy, but I love the love story because it was connected. It was instant, but it felt right for the story. And I don't want to spoil anything on this one. But I really enjoyed it. And I don't think it's a romantasy because if you remove the love, the plot would stay. But at the same time, the romance part is connected because of what's happening also in the second book. So, I don't know. I still don't understand romantasy genre because for me it's like romantasy with romance. But I don't know. I haven't found the perfect one. Maybe this one it is, but I'm not sure. It's a good duology. I think everyone should read it. Everyone should read Catherine Quinn. Fast-paced, really gripping as well from the start. It's easy to get into, and I just loved it. So go and read it, please. All of the books that I said now, go and read it, even if they're YA. Because, yeah, this is something about gods, about the dark and the light. It's something that you heard about and you read about. but at the same time it's done in a different way. So I would recommend this one for sure. And there you have them. These are the books that I talked about during this video. I'm just gonna, oh god, try and pick them up for you. There you go. I love them all. I don't know if I said the rating I gave, but I said this one, this trilogy is 4-star. This one I think I gave it a 3, like in the overall duology. This one I think when I read it I gave it 4.5, the same as this one. And then this is a 4-star. So it's still quite good. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you want to see more videos like this. Just tell me down below. Tell me if you read any of the books that I mentioned, or maybe why you didn't like them. Just tell me. Just drop everything down in the comments below. Like and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully you want to see more of me, of this face, and all my books. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye, ciao!